Welcome back. In this video, we are going to start installing React Native and start getting our hands dirty with React Native. The way I teach is that I always follow the official documentation and show you where I get the resources from, and it's a good habit to stick to documentation because the docs always keep updating. So if you're able to know how to use the docs, it will be of your own benefit. So let's get started. So when you head over to reactnative.dev and when you click on docs, and on the left hand side we see environment setup. So expand that and click on setting up the development environment. When you click on that, as you can see here, React Native uses two ways of installing, that is Expo CLI and React Native CLI Quick Start. So what is the difference between Expo CLI and React Native CLI? The difference between these two is that Expo CLI is a quick way of start building application using React Native, and React Native CLI is also a way of developing application, but it gives you a bare bone. It doesn't give you any predefined component that you can type in. So I will say, in my own opinion, and from other people's opinions too, going by React Native is a little bit difficult as compared to Expo CLI. So when you head over to expo.io, it says that make any app, run it everywhere, and it is what's recommended by React Native theme, right? So one advantage is that the installation for Expo CLI is the same irrespective of your operating system, whether you're using Mac or Windows, the same steps. But for React Native CLI, the installation is different based on your development environment, that is your operating system. And for Expo CLI, we are limited to the Expo ecosystem, right? And but for React Native CLI, it gives us a full flexibility to do what we want. But trust me, Expo CLI has all the components that most application features uses. So we are going to stick to Expo than the React Native CLI because it's really easy and simple to do. And even that, this is what the React team recommend by going with Expo CLI, right? So now, how can we get started? First, we need to have Node 12 LT or higher installed. So if you don't have it, we can click on this link or go to nodejs.org and automatically detect your operating system. If you're on Windows, click on that. So I'm going to click on Mac, and I'm just going to follow the instructions to install Node on my operating system, right? But basically, actually, I already have Node installed. So let me check my Node version I'm using. So let me open my terminal here and let me type in node -- version and to see the node I'm using 12.18, which is I have the requirement now 12 or above. So if you don't have it, you can follow that instructions, and then the next step is I'm going to install Expo. So if you're using npm, you can use npm install or yarn global add Expo CLI. And if you go to the official documentation and you click on get started, it's the same steps of installing Expo CLI. Okay, so as you can see here, you need to install, and then for they are using npm, right? So you can use npm or yarn. So I already have Expo installed already, so just copy this link and then go to your terminal and then just paste it and start through the steps, right? As easy as that. So when everything goes on well, so let me check my Expo version I'm using. Sorry, I think it's that -v, and I'm using 4.0.17. So right now I have my Expo CLI installed, so it means that I can start coding. So next, let's see how we're going to create our first React Native application. So it says that we need to use Expo init and then the name of your project. So we can even copy this one or go to a terminal and then just type in Expo init and then the name of your application. So let me call this one first app and then hit enter. And it will take some couple of seconds to get installed. So next step is that I'm going to have some options to choose, either blank or minimal bell, whatever. So we use what blank give you a clean and empty canvas to start with. So select blank and then give it some couple of seconds or minute and it will install it for you. So we will come back when finished installing. Finally, we had it being installed or created. So next is you have to CD in into the project that you have created. So you just make use of CD and then the name of your project, you name it. So CD, mine is first app, hit enter. And if you're using VS Code, there is a shortcut of opening the project by making use of code and then period dot. If you don't have VS Code, you can manually open it, but I suggest you should use VS Code and have a try. It's really awesome editor. So when you hit that, it will automatically open the project in your preferred editor. So I have it being quite nice. So in the next video, we will install a tool called Android Emulator and iOS Simulator to test our application. And we will also dive into the folder structure and see how we can launch our application. So thanks for watching.